Hello and welcome. This is the entry area again. I've got an office mat in here now. I needed a flat floor space to put it. This had been in storage here in where I live. I brought it up from Virginia at one point. And while in storage here, it went wavy. And it was like hard and rigid plastic. So I kept it because it's a nice mat. And then a few days ago when I was getting ready to get the garage, cleaned out, or I was working on that, I pulled this from my garage because I'd moved it out of storage since then. And I put it flat on the ground in the heavy sun and it flattened right out. It actually was a lot quicker and easier than I expected it to be. So I needed a flat place of floor to put it, and this is about the only spot that I had that was big enough at the time that was clear and wasn't like in a place that I thought was totally crazy. Although having a desk mat in the entry area may be considered crazy. I still have these 3 totes of loose Lego here. I'm not going to move those at the moment. And I got my 2 table type things, totes, and I'm going to go work on some of these boxes here. I think we're going to do this big one first, and then we're going to do those 2 little ones over there, and we're going to see how we're looking. I really should have cleared my throat before I started the video. I guess I could always stop and start it all over again. I haven't opened anything yet, but I try not to do that. This is a pretty heavy box, but it's not so heavy that it makes me think it's full of loose bulk Lego. The size of the box is kind of interesting, though. I mean, it's quite sizable. And it has some weight, so I'm really not sure what might be in here. I'm thinking there might be set boxes, but I just don't know. Today is Friday. You'll see this on Saturday. And over the weekend, I'm going to be opening at least one box that came from someone else in the Discord. Got a bunch of paper here. We'll pull this out. All right. So we've got an upside down Palace Cinema. Well, it's upside down camera-wise. That's what's going on. And they really used a barely fitting box for this. Oh my. Alright. Whew. So there is a boxed Palace Cinema. It has been opened. I don't know how complete it is, but I think it's got a good chunk of the parts. And that is this item. Let's put this over here. We've already moved the green grocer out of the way. Now I already have a Palace Cinema sealed. So having this will allow me to resell or part out the Palace Cinema that's sealed because I am trying to collect them. But we also have another one down here. I believe this is the pet shop. Let's see if we can get this one out a little easier, maybe. Barely. They did double wall the boxes. They did a good job for that. Huh. They're calling this one the Grand Emporium. Okay, so I guess the shop, I was misled by the word shop. It's not the pet shop, it's the Grand Emporium. Which I also think I have a sealed copy of. So as long as that one is relatively complete, or I can complete it easily enough, it'll save me from having to purchase another one, or open the sealed one. I could then sell it or part it out. And this is a really nice box. They've got a smaller box inside the outer box because it's got its own separate flaps. That's kind of nice, but it was basically created some more rigidity for the whole thing, and I like that. They did a good job for that. If there's a way to leave feedback for them individually by Goodwill location, I could do that, but there's not as far as I know. So now we're going to do these 2 small ones. We'll start with the closer one. This one's pretty light, as you might expect. It looks like that might be my packing slip there. I'm like, okay, why did they do that? I don't know. Come on, I just want to cut through the box. All right, we got a card here. The thrill of thrifting. There's nothing quite like it. ShopGoodwill.com. Well, thank you. And they've used some ShopGoodwill.com tape. A little sticker, actually. Isn't that sweet? I could like save this sticker and put it somewhere, like on this card. Sorry, actress who had your picture taken for this postcard. Your face is partially covered. Alright, so we got a box. We'll toss the box. We got some bubble wrap. What do we got in here? Aha! We have one of the clocks, and he has his weapon. That's pretty cool. I can't get to where I have the rest of the clocks at the moment because that's in the office and it's really kind of buried. But he'll sit over here, lay down over here on this tote for now. I have a piece of bubble to save. Let's see what this next small box is. I'm thinking we'll probably open something after this as well, just because I feel like I haven't quite gotten to the end of what I want to open in a single video. I do have now those two boxes that are tilted and the stuff they're on top of. That's an entire single purchase that was, I'm pretty sure, an eBay purchase. Maybe Mercari. I can't remember 100%. And that will be a separate video all by its lonesome when I get to it. Alright, so we've got a box. Inside the box I've got some bubble wrap. And inside the bubble wrap I've got a padded envelope that has not been used to ship in. It's not a priority mail one, so it's not a problem. They didn't break any laws or anything. I guess I could just use the zip strip to open it. I mean, you know, if it would actually work. There we go. Alright, and let's see what we have in here. Oh, we've got a little tag. Alright. Alright, so this is a couple of dimension sets. Got the tag attached to a rubber band. That's kind of strange, but okay, whatever works for you. And I have Back to the Future with Doc Brown and A Wizard of Oz with the Wicked Witch. So I've been slowly getting these. I actually have a checklist that I have to start using at some point as to which ones I have and which ones I don't. But this padded envelope will be saved for sure. We'll use this. Even if we only use it for like cutting it up and using it as bubble. We'll probably save it though and use it as an envelope at some point. We've got the Goodwill stuff in here, a little piece of tape. Alright, so now we have to choose another box. And you know, I don't want to go digging. So we're going to choose this one right here. It's the smallest of all the boxes that are left. Oh, is it heavy? It is heavier than loose bulk Lego, so I'm thinking this might be books. That's about the only thing that I can think of that would really be that heavy. I mean, I could be wrong. It could be loose. But I'm thinking it's books. Or instructions. Forgot about that. Could be instructions. Bubble packs. Well, it's certainly not an entire box of bubble packs. Alright, we got some, yeah, it's all instructions it looks like. So we're just going to pull this out. There we go. They have used a rubber band over here, but then it went and opened up on the side, so I'm not really sure what that was all about. I guess it ripped. I'll just rip the rest away. So yeah, as you can see, we have a whole pile of instructions. Lots of Star Wars visible. 2 copies of this one. It doesn't look like there's a book 1 and a book 2. So I got 2 copies of that. Stormtrooper, Luke, another Stormtrooper. Let's put that one next to the other Stormtrooper. Red Guard, a small little TIE fighter or TIE Interceptor. Microfighter, Millennium Falcon. Oh, I think this is one of the Clone Wars sets. That the Ghost, I think it might be called. I can't remember for sure. Here's an architecture one, likely. Okay. John Hancock and the Empire State Building. That's really cool. Some of the battle packs. Anakin's Jedi Starfighter. This is Rey's Speeder. Republic Tank Droid, I think, perhaps. Another battle pack. K2SO, which I have, I believe, the parts and the instructions in a bag separately. There's a Snowspeeder Microfighter. I can't remember the name of that one. Another one of those tank droid things. Another Jedi Starfighter, I think. Another Jedi Starfighter. This is MTAT, I think, the troop transport. Luke's land speeder. Oh, here's an old one. Oh, this is actually, well, this is just a catalog, but that's still pretty cool. I want to say Arc 170, but I think that's wrong. That's the larger X-Wing-ish looking thing. Desert Skiff. That's Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter, I think. Let's see what we got here. Another battle pack. A couple more sets of instructions. Old, not instructions, but catalogs. These are old. Oh yeah, Naboo Starfighter. That's an old one. Oh, old Snowspeeder. Really cool. Battle at Geonosis, I believe. Oh gosh, I have no idea what that one is. Okay, this is probably one of the reasons I came here. I got this is that I had the instructions for the Ewok Village. It's got number 1 here. I'm going to set that off to the side. That might be the Arc 170. Oh gosh, that's not sure what that one is. Okay, we got one of the drop ships, and that's book 1 and book 2. I'm assuming there's only 2. There could have been a third one. Another one of those tank droid type things. There's a walker. That's a hefty instruction manual too. This is the original MTAT, I believe, the troop transport, and this one is number 1 of 2. So hopefully we'll find the other one. We'll put this off to the side. You know, this might be the Arc 170. I keep thinking everything is the Arc 170. Here's a tri-wing tie type thing. It looks like there's 2 of that one. Okay, here is another one. It's 1 of 2. This is the it's a Republic cruiser, I think, and it's got both the instructions, so that's a bonus. There's instruction 3 for the Ewok Village and instruction 2, so we've got all 3 of those, because I don't think there was more than 3. Another Clone Wars tank or something of some sort. Sith Infiltrator, that's an old one. Another one of those. Or maybe it's a different one, I can't quite tell. This one is, I don't remember, something or other. Oh, look at this. This might be the reason I came here. The instruction book for the Cloud City set, which I do not own the set. But I had the instructions now, so I could go through and I could piece it together, and then I'd have instructions to go with it. It looks like I only have book 1 of this one, but you know, maybe I'll find the second one in a different bulk buy at some point. And I usually don't go through all the instructions, but I just did, because I was mainly curious myself what all was in here. Because a lot of times you can't see everything in the pictures they give you. You give them some or most. Alright, so that plastic will get recycled, the bubble will get kept for use. And let's see, we'll get, let's do one of these 2 boxes up here. And I'm going to do the upper one just because it's a little higher. No particular reason, but there you go. This one it's a medium weight. It's not heavy, but it isn't super light for the size. It's not loose Lego, I can tell you that. So it looks like we are not getting a loose Lego haul box in this particular video. Unless I decide to open up another one. There's my packing slip. I'll have to remember the one that was on the box. Ah, a Lego head. And there's some loose pieces in there. Not too much. Holy cow. This is quite the thing. It looks like somebody's put a piece of masking tape over this and then made him give him a unibrow. Isn't that just wonderful? They probably did that at the Goodwill because they thought it was funny, because the other piece was holding the lid in place, and I can't imagine that they brought something in as a donation and then didn't, I'll take that sticker off later, and then didn't open it. So this is probably all the tape that they put on at the shipping location to hold all the constituent parts in place, although they didn't do anything about that. That'll come off. They may not have known that. This is probably some exciting video, I'm sure. All this tape that they put on, but you know, they're doing their due diligence. They're trying to make sure that everything gets to me in good shape, and I appreciate that. You know, it's sometimes some sellers on any platform, whether it's Shop Goodwill or eBay or Amazon or Mercari or, you know, anything, they just don't really seem to care how they ship things. I have a horror story from many years ago on eBay. And anyway, so let's see. First of all, does it work? Okay, it does work. It looks like the clips on the sides are still inactive or are working. So that comes off. So we got a couple of pieces here that didn't make it down to the lower level. We'll just dump them down there now. And then we got some pieces here, including a couple of tubes for some of the Nerf gun stuff. That's not Lego. That is. So there is Lego in here, and there's some non-Lego stuff. And there's more pieces down on the bottom one. So, you know, it's a small smattering of pieces, but it's also the container, which is kind of cool. It's a sorting container. It's like Lego's take on the box for blocks. That's the way I look at it. Alright, so that's what that is. We will get that sticker off his nose, or where his nose would be if he had a nose, later, and we'll probably go ahead and sort those pieces out relatively quickly. And I am going to open up one more box. We're just going to go for this one that was next to it. This one's heavier. This one could be loose bulk, which would then mean that we do have some loose bulk in this particular video. This is probably 15 pounds worth or so. Maybe a little bit more. It could be 20. More paper. And a large Goodwill bag. Okay. I haven't seen them use a Goodwill bag before, but... And I also say there's some pieces strewn in the bottom, and amongst them, there's a SpongeBob figure. Oh, that's pretty cool. And maybe someone's house key. That's kind of funny. I don't know when or how I would be able to return that to anybody. All they've done is tied this, but that's okay. And so yeah, we got some base plates, some instructions, some Ziploc bags of random parts. There may be other stuff. This is sealed, an Ninjago booster pack, 9552. That's kind of cool. So yeah, it's got a random assortment of stuff. We'll stick that somewhere and deal with that. I see some instructions over here as well. Marvel stuff. So yeah, we'll go through that. And that is going to be the end of this video. I can hear that my mowers have just arrived on scene. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. We're up to 182 subscribers, and I thank you very much for that. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Take care.